Hey guys, it's Fee, and today I'm talking about Nintendo Direct 2013. Now, I know that this came out about a week ago, but many of you have still been asking me my thoughts and opinions on the games that are coming out, and also the other news that came along with Nintendo's announcement. So, if you haven't heard, The Legend of Zelda is coming out with two new Legend of Zelda games. One is even new. One is an HD remake of the Wind Waker for the GameCube. Now, I was excited about this, but not too excited about this. More or less disappointed, because that means that this isn't a remake for Majora's Mask. And I thought that was going to be a remake for Majora's Mask, and I'm slightly so upset about that. Because, like, I had hope for it when they were like, Ocarina of Time for 3DS. And I was like, that means Majora's Mask, right? And then they were like, no. That means Wind Waker. So, it's alright. I actually liked Wind Waker. I love the cartoon style of it. The only thing I didn't like about Wind Waker is the sailing. Now, sailing to go find the goddamn Triforce pieces must have been hell. And it is hell. So, let's just say that I don't like water in the Legend of Zelda games. So, and there's actually one new Legend of Zelda game coming out, and it's in development right now, so I'm actually excited about this, and I hope it doesn't take 100 years like the Skyward Sword had took. God, that was a long time. I was waiting for Skyward Sword. The thing about this is that they're trying to change the formula up a little bit, and this would make me go, whoa, 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 what? And a lot of older gamers are kind of like, the formula. You don't change the formula. But the thing is that they're trying to make it so that you don't have to go into the dungeon in succession. So you wouldn't have to go to the first, second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth in that order. You could go from 1 to 3, come back to 2 later, do 4 later, and whichever one is the water temple, I'll be happily to put at the end of my list, because I just hate water in the Legend of Zelda games. I'm not even kidding. So, I'm actually really excited about this new game. I'm excited about what they could do with the gamepad and the Legend of Zelda, all in the same thing, even for Wind Waker, because they still have to make that so that you can use your gamepad, so I'm kind of excited about that. So, the development team that made Super Mario Galaxy on the Wii and Super Mario 3D Land on the 3DS is making a new Super Mario game. This isn't really that exciting for me. Of course, they're going to make a whole bunch of Super Mario games for the Wii U while it's still out, even though the sales are kind of down with the Wii U, but they're hanging in there. They kind of just little drifted down a little bit. But there's going to be a lot of Super Mario games, and I know that people are still going to be like, people are still waiting to buy the Wii U until like next Christmas, because a lot of people don't like to buy a console as soon as it comes out. They like to see if the price will drop and things like that. So there are still people who are willing to buy the Wii U. I haven't bought the Wii U yet, and I am most certainly going to give you my money, Nintendo. And speaking of which, that will also be playable at E3. And also playable at E3 will be Mario Kart. Now, Mario Kart plus gamepad equals heart and poop and hearts even more, because I love Mario Kart. And when I'm having a stressful day at school, do you know how hard it is to try to keep straight A's in school? It is nearly impossible when you're in the 10th grade. But I come home from a stressful day at school, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna play some Mario Kart. So I pop it into the Wii, I get online, I find some people to play with, and I start kicking ass. I start throwing shells, and I start chasing people with star power. I'm like, yes, the power is within. And like, it's just, I love Mario Kart. And with the gamepad, there's going to be so much you can do with it, and I'm just so excited. It's going to be playable at E3, so it's almost done. So I'm just like, yes, Nintendo, you're like, oh my god, these announcements are getting me excited. So, next is Yoshi's Epic Yarn. Whether that'll be called that or not, I really don't care, because I didn't like Kirby's Epic Yarn. No, Kirby's Epic Yarn was a cute game. It was nice, and it was like, oh, I want to take a stroll through the bushes and things like that. I didn't like the game. It was too, I don't know, it was too childish. I just couldn't, it was too boring. It wasn't enough killing. And I don't know, like, I'm one of those people who play a lot of hack and slashes and fighters on, like, the PlayStation, so I would come to Nintendo for things like The Legend of Zelda, or Mario, or Sonic, things like that, and, like, Kirby's Epic Yarn was just pushing it though. I know that like Nintendo is like, we're not really gonna try to put M-rated games on here, but like, are you talking about like for the smallest little children? Like, I don't know. I couldn't get into it. Like, I finished the game. Let's not even get it wrong. But like, it just really wasn't my thing. But the thing is that Yoshi's Epic Yarn actually looks 3D, and actually looks like the graphics are perfect. So I might give that a chance. I'm never one of those people to be like, oh, well, I didn't like the first game, so I'm not going to play the second game. When you can't really say that, like, oh, I like the first game, so I'm going to like the second game. It's just like, you can never know. So I always give games a chance. So, Nintendo and Atlus are pairing up in order to make a Fire Emblem Shin Megami Tenshin. Oh my god, I love crossovers. Let's just say I love mashups, I love crossovers, I love when game characters are not supposed to meet and they just meet. This is going to be the ultimate Japanese RPG, and I'm going to love this game to death. I'm actually going to get this game. If you're wondering how the game looks, there's actually a trailer, and oh my god, it's so perfect. If you're wondering about the new game from Monolith Soft, which actually doesn't have a name yet, they have a video game trailer for the game, so I'll link that below because there's just no name for it, so I'm just going to go by that's the name for it. I'm actually excited about this game too. I watched the trailer and I want to know more about this game. And there's also more on the way. Don't go anywhere because there's the Wonderful 101. There's also Wario and Game, which are coming out in this half of the 2013. There's also a trailer for Bayonetta 2, and there's also talk that Super Smash Bros. Universe 4, multi-universe, whatever you want to call it, whatever your imagination says, as long as it's not like poop trains, is going to be at E3. At least going to be more than screenshots, says the publishers. And if there's anything better than getting new games, there's always old games. So to celebrate the 30th anniversary of the Famicom, also known as the NES here, we are getting one game a month from the SNES or NES collection for 30 cents all up until July. They pick one game a month and you can buy it and at the anniversary price, and after that it'll probably be a lot higher. But right now the only game that is out is Balloon Fight. So if you are interested in that, you should go on the eShop right now and go buy it, because if you didn't know that, then you're slipping up. You're slipping up real bad. Also to that, a virtual console will be added to the Nintendo eShop for the Wii U. NES games will be $1 and SNES games will be $1.50. I really think this is a good deal. And they'll also be adding Game Boy Advance games to the selection as well. So we're also going to be getting some old school games in there. So that's all the news I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you got a feel of what my thoughts and opinions were on this. I'm actually really excited about E3 this year. It's going to be like a battle royale between Sony and Nintendo and Xbox. Sony on this corner, Nintendo on this corner, Xbox on this corner. Whose side are you on? I'm not on any sides because I love games. I love video games. So the thing is that, like, I'm not going to be like, I'm on Sony's side and then I'm going to go buy like the new Mario Kart for the Wii U that I'm also buying for the 3DS. I'm also buying for the Pokemon X and Y that I'm also buying. Yeah. So, like, I'm a video game fangirl. I am not a Sony fangirl. I'm not a Nintendo fangirl. I just grew up with Nintendo. That's just how it is. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this. And if you want more info when E3 actually comes out, I'll be making update videos. And I'll also be talking about my thoughts and opinions about things that happen at E3, about all this jazzy jazz. You should subscribe because I will be keeping that updated, because I want to make more videos. And the thing is that I love, like, watching E3. So, I hope to see you guys later, and I love you much. Bye-bye.